It's not a secret, but it is a journey and a process. And so as we're going, when he's ready, we'll know. And when he's ready, he'll also know.
I'm projecting he's gonna be better than Dak Prescott. That I'm projecting. Yeah.
Guys, y'all know I hate being a prisoner of the moment, but the way this young man is playing right now and the way Cliff Kingsbury is in his ear and dialing up the plays, you're absolutely right. I'm going to take him over anybody else in that division. And I get it. Oh, that's a college offense and it's very, very simplistic. Well, a lot more teams need to make their offense simplistic if it's going to cause their quarterback to play like this young man is playing.
When they get hit, they throw and they duck. But not this man, not Jaden Daniels, not the Heisman Trophy winner, not the man from LSU, not the new Washington Commanders commander. What does he do? He stands there. He delivers.
He's got it. Touchdown.
Jaden Daniels is the best quarterback in the NFC right now. I'm going to repeat again. Jaden Daniels is the best quarterback in the NFC right now. Him completing 82% is bound to fall off some.
Right.
Sure. But
No one's
but I will say this. All that experience in college translates to the pros. This dude, nothing seems to bother him.
What it do, what it do, what it do. It's your boy D Free back with another NFL matchup. Week number 9. It's week number 9. Hey, we're getting closer to those teams that start to separate themselves. It's starting to show face now. We starting to see which teams are the better teams and which teams are going to fall by the wayside. There was a lot of upset. This was a real tough week for a lot of teams. A lot of teams that we thought was going to pull it out and win the games, they didn't. Baltimore had a bad week. They had a bad week. They went in there with Cleveland. Cleveland was a beat up team. They got Nick Chubb back last week, and this was his second game back. He wasn't that much of a factor. I mean, he did have some decent runs, but it wasn't he's still working his way in. We didn't see the normal Nick Chubb that's in full season mode. He's still working his way back. But Jameis Winston, I mean, he was carving the Ravens up. And I'm sitting there looking, I'm like, oh my God, the Ravens ain't gonna win this game. Because I had a parlay. And the Ravens was the only team on my entire parlay that I lost. I was like, wow, the Ravens lost the parlay for me. I wouldn't expect that. I was expecting some other team to lose it for me, but the Ravens definitely lost it for me. And I was sitting there stunned to see the way that Cleveland beat up on the Ravens the way they did. I mean, they had an opportunity to seal the deal. And Hamilton, he dropped the interception and he gave Jameson Winston another chance, and he threw it over top, wide open, touchdown. That was the game, and the Ravens fall to 7-2. No, 6-2. They fall to 6-2, and they fall out of first place. They no longer in first place in their division because they lost. Yeah, they lost to Cleveland. Cleveland won. I mean, Pittsburgh won against the Giants, and that was a tough game too. But Pittsburgh won, so Pittsburgh now is in first place in their division. And who would have thought that? The way that Baltimore was playing, and I mean, Pittsburgh was having a pretty good season. It was quiet, but they made the switch from Justin Fields to Russell Wilson. And last week, Russell Wilson, he looked real good, but then when he played against the Giants, he kind of struggled. The Russell Wilson that we saw in Denver showed back up where he wasn't making all the clean throws, and some of those passes was a little underthrown. Some of them was thrown behind, and it looked like they was going to lose to the Giants, but they found a way to pull it out, and they won. It was a close game, but they definitely won, and they pulled it away because the Giants had an opportunity to cut it within 3, and I would have lost my pick because they had the Steelers favored by 6, and I picked the Steelers to win by 6. And Giants had an opportunity to cut the lead to 3, and then they took themselves out of field goal range. Actually, they turned the ball over. They was driving. First, they took themselves out of field goal range. They had to punt the ball back off. And they stopped the Steelers, and they had another opportunity. And the Giants was driving. And I said, at some point, Daniel Jones is going to do what he does. And showed right after I said that, interception, he threw it. And the Steelers sealed the game. And they held on to I think it was like 30 seconds left. They got the ball back from the interception, and they just downed it, and the game was over. But it was looking a little skeptic for the Steelers. Who was it? Tennessee was it? Who did the Tennessee Titans? Boy, did they get beat up on? Dog. I think Detroit pulled out every daggone trick play they could possibly do. What's going on, Quee? What's going on, T? Appreciate y'all coming through, man. Detroit pulled out every trick play they had. They said, we got this trick play. We probably never going to be able to do it again. Let's go ahead and try it in this game. They pulled out every trick play. They did a reverse to the running back and threw a touchdown. I'm sitting there looking. I'm like, 52-14. Really? I mean, hey, I don't. He said they need to keep it up. Yeah, Detroit looking like a monster team right now. They looking like that might be one of those teams that you're gonna have to go through in order to make it to the Super Bowl. And then my team, what can I say? The defense finally. I mean, I seen signs of the defense getting better, but you couldn't really tell how good they was getting because they were playing against teams that wasn't that good. They were playing against teams that really wasn't that good offensively. So you didn't really know how to judge Washington defense. You saw, okay, yeah, they stepping up. They look like they might be getting better, but they playing against the Panthers. They playing against Cleveland. They ain't really playing nobody that's a juggernaut right now. And then they played against Chicago. Everybody kept saying, Washington haven't beaten nobody with a winning record. Washington ain't beat no good teams. The only other good team they played against was Baltimore. They lost. I mean, even though we only lost by 7, but they were like, they lost. So I was like, okay. First 3 quarters, Washington was shutting Caleb Williams down. He couldn't do anything. I think by the middle, or everything was either the middle or the end of the 3rd quarter, this man had 38 passing yards. Not 38 passing yards in the quarter, 38 passing yards for the game. I was like, if y'all can't say that Washington defense is getting better, I don't know what games y'all watching, because that man had 38 passing yards. I think it was the end of the 3rd quarter, and they put it up on the scoreboard, and he had 38 passing yards. I think he was like 3 for 14 or something like that. And I'm sitting there looking, and then we gave up the rushing touchdown. It was some bad tackling, some bad angles getting to the running back, and he ran it in. I hats off to him. That Swift is a fast dude when he gets to that open field, and very few people catch him. It looked like the rookie Mike Sanderfield was going to catch him, but it was just he just didn't have enough yardage. If that was like a 80-yard run, Mike Sanderfield would have caught him. He was walking him down, but he just ain't have enough field. By the time he got to him, he was already in the end zone. So They got that one, and then Washington couldn't pull up no offense. It was like we couldn't do anything, and we had to kick a long field goal, and it got blocked. And that's the thing. Our field goal kicker, the only 2 field goals he missed all season, both of them was blocked. He ain't missed a field goal once it leaves the front line. If it leaves the front line, it's going in. He hasn't missed a field goal. The 2 field goals he missed was blocked. But we had to kick a long field goal. That field goal get blocked. And then Caleb Williams get the ball again, and they driving. I mean, driving. Everything is clicking now. And Caleb Williams pulling out what he does. He's buying time, catching people on the run, and they get to the 1-yard line, and they about to take the lead. And they do a trick play and have their offensive tackle, line up in the backfield, and they hand it off to him, and he never received the handle. And the ball goes to Washington's rookie, Johnny Newton. We get the ball on I think like the 4-yard line. We didn't get the first down. They gave Jaden Daniels a bad spot because he looked like he had got the first down. When I saw him running, looked like he got the first down. But they gave him a bad spot. They said he was like a half an inch short, or half a yard short, I should say, a half a yard short. So we punt the ball off. Instead of going for it, they punt the ball off. Caleb Williams get the ball. They get all the way down to I think like the 11-yard line, 4th and 3. And Caleb Williams throw the ball that, in my opinion, it looked like it was overthrown. It looked like Keenan Allen didn't have a chance to catching that ball. But they called pass interference on St. Drew. I forgot his name, but he's been giving up pass interference a lot this year. And they get the ball on the 1-yard line, and they scored. I'm like, it's only 23 seconds left. The game is over. I'm like, fuck, we got 1 timeout, but I'm like, they got the 2-point conversion. We got 1 timeout. The most we're going to go into overtime. But they gave us the field. They let Jaden Daniels complete the passes. So he completed 2 passes to get us to the 48-yard line. 2 seconds left on the clock. Jaden Daniels called the Hail Mary. The Hail Mary is dialed up. Jaden Daniels scrambled. He's buying time. It took him 12 seconds before he threw that ball. It was 12.7 seconds before he actually threw the ball. He scrambled to one side. It wasn't open. Scrambled to the other side. Got a couple of more blocks, and he stepped up, and he launched that ball from the 35. And that ball came down. I'm like, damn, this shit is over. And I see the tip, and all I see is Noah Brown sitting in the back of the end zone. He catch the ball. Man, I jumped up out of my damn living room couch. My dog was asleep. My dog woke up, and she looked at me. She was like, what the fuck is wrong with this nigga, man? I'm running around my damn living room screaming, and my dog just sitting there like, man, this nigga is tripping. He's like, what the fuck? This nigga is running around tripping. But, no, y'all don't understand. Everybody said that was a lucky play. It really wasn't. If you know the Hail Mary, there's a system to the Hail Mary. And most of the time, the reason the Hail Mary doesn't work is because the people don't have enough time to get in position to set it up. They don't have enough time to get in position to set it up. Usually they send around four guys at the quarterback, and he don't have enough time to give his people time to get down the field. He's usually throwing it up, and they still running to get to position. Jaden Daniels bought 12 seconds for everybody to get down the field, and they was able to line up. The way it's working is you have a man in front of, like, right around the 5-yard line. You got a couple of guys right at the goal line, and then you have a man in the end zone, roughly about 3 or 4 yards in the end zone. So if the ball gets tipped back, he's there to catch it. The way the defense is set up is you got roughly 3 or 4 people in the middle. You got one person checking a person that's 5 yards at the 5-yard line, and then you have another guy that's watching the guy that's 3 or 4 yards in the end zone. The problem was everybody from Chicago went after the ball, and they left Noah Brown wide open in the back of the end zone. It wasn't luck. It was bad assignment. It wasn't luck because that's the way the play is drawn up. They just had a miss assignment on Chicago's defense.
Stevenson, Chicago. Stevenson was over there taunting your damn fans over there.
Right. And he was the one that was supposed to be watching Noah Brown. And he came on and said it. He was supposed to be watching Noah Brown. But he went, and he was actually the one that tipped the ball, and it tipped right to Noah Brown. He said he went to go knock it down, but he didn't realize that Jaden Daniels had threw it all the way to the end zone. So when they jumped at the goal line, the ball was actually further than what everybody realized it was going to be. They thought it was going to land right around the end zone, but it was actually going into the end zone. So when they jumped, they mistimed their jump, because when they jumped thinking that the ball is going to come down and somebody from Washington is going to jump up and try to grab it. So they all jumped at the same time. Stevenson came a little bit later. He jumped last, but when he jumped last, like I said, he misread how far the ball was going. So when he jumped, his fingertips barely touched the ball. It touched it enough to knock the ball directly into Noah Brown's lap, because it was going to Noah Brown anyway, because the way the ball was going, it was further than what everybody else thought it was. It was going to go right to Noah Brown anyway, but Stevenson just tipped it to slow the pass down, and it just landed in Noah Brown's lap. Basically, it landed in his lap. He ain't had nothing to do but just sit there like this, and the ball landed right there. So, I mean, we haven't had a Hail Mary walk-off, last second, no time left on the clock, touchdown happen since 1970s merge, when they started keeping track of it. That's when they started keeping track of it. So we have never had that. That's the first time it ever happened to Washington. All of the years since 1970 up until now, that's the first time it ever happened to Washington where we scored a touchdown with no time left on the clock. All the other times we never done it. It was always a couple of seconds left or whatever. We have never scored a last second touchdown with no time left on the clock. But I mean, it's something that we watch other teams do it. We watch other teams score a last second touchdown and walk off and win the game. We're finally in this position where we can say, hey, we did it. We got one of those moments where it was a last second touchdown, Hail Mary, and now we on ESPN highlight reel. It always happened where it was either against us or it was against another team, but we was never the ones that benefit from the actual last second touchdown. But the thing that I take away from this entire game with Washington versus Chicago, one, the defense stepped up and they showed that they can play good defense when they have to. The second thing is, if the team didn't believe before, they believe now. They know without a shadow of doubt, if we got Jaden Daniels on that field, we always got a chance to win that game. And that's going to change the outlook and how people play from that game on. They're going to play a lot different. You're going to start seeing people play a lot harder than what they normally play, because now they know we actually got a real quarterback. If long as he's on the field, we have a chance to win this game.
Damn right. That's for sure.
But it was definitely a different. It was a multiple emotions that I went through, because I'm sitting there like, man, fuck, these goddamn Chicago Bears won this fucking game. Now I gotta listen to these motherfuckers. I told you they wasn't gonna win this. I knew. I was already getting my head ready for people to talk shit to me. I was already getting my head ready for that. And when I'm sitting there watching it, and I'm sitting there, I saw that my wife was in the room sleep. She said, I heard you. Because I was like, you should have saw how she like, I heard you. You was running around this goddamn house. I heard everything. I'm sitting there, dog. I jumped up out of that goddamn couch. I was sitting there screaming like a little girl and everything. First thing I did was get on T Live. I was like, do y'all believe in miracles now? But no, that was a good game all the way around for the offense. I mean, we had a lot of drop. Jaden Daniels definitely outplayed Caleb Williams without a doubt. He definitely outplayed. Even if they wouldn't have got the Hail Murray, Jaden Daniels outplayed Caleb Williams. He outplayed him because there was about, I would say, about 6 drops in that game. Like 3 of them came from Noah Brown by himself. The one time he only caught 2 passes. He only caught 2 passes, and one of them was the Hail Murray. He caught a pass for a first down. I think the drive prior to that, he caught a pass. Oh, it might have been that drive. I can't remember if it was that drive or the drive prior to that. He caught a pass, and then he caught the Hail Murray. And I'm sitting there like, you better not drop this joint. That joint is going to fall right in your breadbasket. You better not. Because matter of fact, earlier on that drive, he dropped the pass, and it got us down to like 5 seconds because we had got the first down from Terry McLaurin, and then they did a hurry up and they went to Noah Brown. He dropped the damn pass, so there was only 5 seconds left, and then they went to Terry again to get us to the 38-yard line. I mean, the 48-yard line. And so he had dropped the pass earlier on that drive. So I was like, you better not. But it was like 6 drops in that game because Jaden Daniels, I think he ended up with somewhere around like, I forgot. Matter of fact, what was his stats?
300 yards passing, that's for sure.
Yeah, he had 326 yards passing, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. I got to see what his passing stats was for that game because I know that he has some people drop some passes. Let me go to this game right here. Yeah, we had 326, 1 touchdown, no interception. His quarterback rating was a 92.7. But I need to see that game. What was his passing stats for that game? Here you go right here. He was 21 for 38. He was 21 for 38 in that game. He should have been 27 for 38. His completion percentage should have been better than that, but there was a lot of drops in that game. But nevertheless, we pulled it out. We sitting at 6-2. Right now we are a half a game out of first place in the entire NFC. Because right now, Detroit is 6-1. We're 6-2. Detroit had a bye week 2 weeks ago, so they 6-1. We haven't been in this position since 1991. That was the last time we won the Super Bowl. That was the last time we was in this position, sitting at right there, about to be in first place for the entire NFC. We ain't been in that position since 1991. So, I mean, if y'all see some Washington Commander fans start talking a little crazy, talking about Super Bowl, that's the reason why. Because the last time we was in this position was 91 when we went to the Super Bowl. Now, I don't know if we're going to go to the Super Bowl or not, but I damn sure know we're making the playoffs. I know that. Will we be division leader? We still got some work to do. It looks like we will be, but we still got some work to do. But I know if we ain't division leader, we definitely going to be wild card. I know we definitely going to be wild card. I don't see us with the rest of the schedule that we got. We got the game against the Giants on Sunday, and then we got 4 games against the Eagles and Dallas. Dallas is last game of the season. Yeah, Dallas is the last game. We got the Giants, we got Pittsburgh, then we got the Eagles, then we got Dallas, and then we got Tennessee.
I think the Eagles is the only hard game y'all gonna have though.
Yeah, I mean, I look at any division game as a hard game because we it's a division. Right now, yeah. I won't say this division game right now because they still don't know what they got in Jaden Daniels as far as the Eagles and the Cowboys. They haven't faced them, so they don't know how good he really is or how bad he is. They only know what they see on film. because on film you can see certain things. He doesn't look like he's moving that fast, but when you in the real game, you're like, damn, he moving. When you're looking at it, it doesn't look like he's moving that fast, but when you on the field with him, you realize, yeah, he's moving a lot faster than what I thought he was moving. So right now, it's not how it normally will be. Like the Eagles and Dallas, that's going to be a hard-fought game because they used to facing against each other. They got pretty much the same team. You got a couple of new pieces here and there, but it's pretty much the same team. With Washington, it's a lot of new pieces. So it's not like this is the same team. You got like maybe 5 or 6 people that you know from last year that's playing on Washington right now, like Terry McLaurin, Daron Payne, Brian Robinson. Who else we got that was there from last year? Some of the offensive linemen. So when you're looking at it, you're like, okay, this is not the same team. We know it's the same uniform, but it's not the same team. There's a lot of new pieces here. So it's not going to be the same as it normally be as a division.
Y'all should roll over Dallas. Y'all should roll over the Giants. Pretty easy.
On paper, it looks that way, but like I said, it's a division game. They're always going to get up for the division games. It's always in any division. Most of the time, the division games are always the hardest games because y'all got inner rivalries. So most of the time, the divisional games are always the hardest games that you play throughout the season. Every once in a while, you'll have a couple of teams here and there that'll be a hard team to face against. But for the most part, it's always division games. It could be a team could be 2-6 like the Giants. And Giants gonna come out and give they all against us. They be like, we can't lose 2 straight games to Washington. They're gonna give they all to try not to go 0-2 against us. So it's going to be a hard-fought game, but on paper, it does look like we should be able to beat the Giants easily. It look like we should be able to beat the Giants easily. Some people will say we should be able to beat the Cowboys, and some people actually have us favorite against the Eagles. Some people think the Eagles is favorite because of Saquon Barkley, but some people do have Washington favorite against the Eagles. I gotta wait till that game happens.
Y'all toughest the rest of the season.
I gotta wait to the week of the game to see exactly how everything is playing out because it might be some injuries. That's 2 weeks from now, so it might be some injuries that happen in between now and November 14th. So we'll see. But it looked like we got the Jets and Houston tonight, and Houston took a bad loss. Stephon Diggs went down towards ACL. He's out for the season. They won't be getting Nico Collins back until November 10th. So they roughly got another week and a half before another 10 days because tomorrow is the 1st. So they got another 10 days before they get Nico Collins back. Right now, it looks like the Jets should win that game tonight. But the Jets is just bad. They're bad. Like they got Devontae Adams, they got the running backs, they got Garrett Wilson, they got Tyler, the tight end, they got Aaron Rodgers. You would think that they will be better than what they are. They got rid of the head coach, rid of the offensive coordinator. And they still can't muster up a win. They still, because I just knew that they was going to beat the New England Patriots. I'm like, they're going to beat New England. They got all these weapons over here. New England is a bad team. I know Jets ain't been playing great, but the Jets is better than New England. Nope, I was wrong. Jets.
That's one game that Aaron Rodgers didn't have no turnovers, though.
Dog, Aaron Rodgers ain't got no fucking arm. His arm is trash. That joint shot. Aaron Rodgers, dog. I just told T earlier today, if Aaron Rodgers don't win this game tonight, if he does not win this game tonight, Aaron Rodgers need to be fired. He need to be let go. Point blank. You got rid of the offensive coordinator. You got rid of the head coach. You went and got Devontae Adams. What else you got to do? What else you got to do? You got two good receivers. You got a good tight end. You got a good running back. Offensive line a little shaky, but you can deal with it. No, you can't tell me you playing against a team who don't have any top receivers. Their two top receivers are down. They got a good running back. They got a hell of a running back. They got a hell of a quarterback.
Tight end, yeah.
And if their offensive line, okay, you match it up. Their quarterback, he's a good quarterback. Some people say he's better than Aaron Rodgers at this point right now. You still give Aaron Rodgers the benefit of doubt because he's a veteran, he's a Super Bowl champion. You still give him the benefit of doubt. But right now, most people would say C.J. Stroud is better than Aaron Rodgers right now at Aaron Rodgers' age. Okay, you give Houston that check mark. Then you look at the offensive line. You say Houston got a little bit better offensive line than the Jets. Both their offensive lines not that good, but you would say Houston is better. You give them a check. Look at the running backs. Houston got a good running back. Jets got two decent running backs. So it kind of cancel itself out because you got one good running back versus two decent running backs. Because Hall is not a bad running back. He's a good running back. And then you got Allen, he's a rookie, but he's pretty good. He look like he might be all right. He get a year under his belt. He might be all right. So that kind of cancel themselves out. Then you go to the tight end. I think the Jets tight end is better than Houston tight end. So you give the Jets the check mark on that one. Then you go to the receivers. Houston ain't got no receivers right now. They on a third and fourth string and fifth string receivers as their number three, their top three receivers. Third string receiver, which is normally the slot guy. Then your fourth string receiver who comes in for Stephon Diggs or Nico Collins. And then your fifth string receiver who comes in for either Stephon Diggs or Nico Collins, however you break it up. So that's the third through five. The Jets got Devontae Adams and they got Garrett Wilson. They're better than any of the receivers that Houston got right now. So you give a shot to the Jets. Defense is about even. The defense is about even. There's some good parts of Jets and some good parts about Houston. I think Houston front seven is better than Jets front seven. I think Jets secondary is better than Houston secondary. So it's like a toss up.
That ball tonight.
Yeah, so it's just I'm like, you would think the Jets will win that game. I mean, they're what, a 3-point favorite? We're gonna see. Like I said, if Aaron Rodgers don't win tonight, dog, he might as well go ahead and hang it up. You about to be 2-7. Go ahead and hang it up. Go ahead. Just matter of fact, don't even go to the locker room. Just put your shoulder pads, your cleats, your helmet right there on the bench, and just walk straight home. Just walk straight home. Don't even go to the locker room. Just walk straight home. But I was trying to wait for the fellas to get up here. I got the link in the chat. See where they at, because last week it was kind of rough. It was kind of rough on us. It was kind of rough on us, dog.
Yeah,
we had some bad games last week. I mean, you had a couple of people that did pretty good. They was 3-2. Then you had the rest of us do 2-3, and then you had two people do 1-4. So if you're not part of that 3-2 team, you had a losing record for last week. If you're not part of the 3-2 team, you had a losing record. So it was bad. It was bad last week. I can't even get mad. It was bad last week. So matter of fact, let me finish tallying up these scores. 3, 25.
Damn, Washington game didn't change to earlier. It was a 3.5.
28, 11. Thomas had a good game last week. Thomas was 3-2. Thomas was 3-2, so he brought himself up. But everybody else, Thomas is still in last place, though. He's still in last place by one game. He's in last place by one game. So last week, Thomas. Oh, here we go. I was looking at the wrong joint. Last week, Thomas, Marky Dan, and 88 Sports was 3-2. Myself, K Savoy, and Southern T was 2-3. G5 and Coach Joe were 1-4. So just skipped last week. He said just skipped last week. So the standings now, I'm at 28-11.
28-11. Yeah.
Yeah, T and 88 are in second place at 25-14-1. Coach Joe is at 24-15-1. Marky Dan is at 23-16-1. G5 22-17-1. K Savoy 21-18-1. And Thomas 20-19-1. So
Marky Dan, what you said?
Marky Dan is 23-16-1. Because Marky Dan was 20-14-1 last week, going into last week, and his record was 3-2 last week. Yeah, his record was 3-2. He picked the Lions, Washington, and the 49ers. They all won by their point spread. Thomas had the Colts, the Falcons, and the Steelers. They all covered. I had Washington and Steelers covered. Ravens let me down. Bengals let me down. Packers let me down. You had Falcons and Bills cover. Green Bay let you down. Texans let you down. And the Ravens let you down. T had Washington and the Steelers. Packers, Texans, and Ravens let him down. Coach Joe had Washington come through for him. He picked Tampa. I don't know why he picked Tampa. They ain't had no receivers. He picked Seattle. He picked the Texans, and he picked the Ravens. And then G5, he had the Falcons cover. He picked the Vikings, Green Bay, Ravens, and the Texans, and none of them covered. 88 had Washington, Eagles, and Lions. KC didn't cover, and the Ravens didn't cover. So it was bad for us last week. That was a bad week, a bad week. I'm gonna pull up. Oh, it's right here. I'm gonna pull it up. This is the spread for this week. Now we're going with DraftKings point spread. As of this week, Texans versus Jets tonight. Texans is +2. Jets are -2. The Patriots versus the Titans. Patriots is +3.5. Titans are -3.5. The Chargers versus the Browns. Chargers are -1. The Browns are +1. Then we got the Saints versus the Panthers. Saints are -7. Panthers +7. We got the Dolphins versus the Bills. Dolphins +6. Bills -6. I might go with the Dolphins on that one. I think they might be drinking a little bit of that Kool-Aid. All right, we got the Cowboys and the Falcons. Cowboys are +3, Falcons -3. What? I'm going with the Cowboys in that one.
Oh man, at home, yeah. That's why they got that minus.
We got the Broncos versus the Ravens. Broncos +8, Ravens -8. I don't know if I trust that one after last week.
Yeah, I mean either.
We got the Raiders versus the Bengals. Raiders are +7, Bengals -7. I don't know if I trust that one after last week. We got Washington versus the Giants. Washington -4, Giants +4. And then we got the Bears versus the Cardinals. Bears +1.5, Cardinals -1.5. We got the Jaguars versus the Eagles. Jaguars +7.5, Eagles -7.5. Rams versus the Seahawks. Rams -1.5, Seahawks +1.5. Lions and Packers. Lions -2.5, Packers +2.5. That's a divisional game. And they don't have Jordan Love. Jordan Love.
Yeah, he's playing.
Oh, he is playing?
I heard that he was gonna play, yeah.
No, I mean, maybe he is. I heard he was out, but we'll see.
Same time to see him, he said he's fine. I seen an interview in the locker room. He said he was fine. Yeah.
The report was, I look it up, but the report was he was going to be out. But I'll look it up. Then we got the Colts versus the Vikings. Colts are +5, Vikings -5. The Buccaneers versus the Chiefs. Buccaneers are +8.5. The Chiefs are -8.5. So let me see. When we go to Jordan Love, said head coach said Jordan Love groin was limited in practice on Thursday. I don't know. It said Jordan, he was out of this past Sunday's game. Yeah, he was out for that game. But we're gonna see how he looks come tomorrow.
Fine. He said he's growing in. I seen it this morning on Pat McAfee. They were talking to him, and he said his growing's fine. He's fine.
All right.
Here you go. So we're gonna see.
So we're gonna go ahead and get started. Casey Boy, what are your picks?
All right, man. I'm gonna take the Jets with the +2, man.
Jets +2? No, the Jets are -2, I think.
-2, huh?
Yeah,
Ooh,
Jets are -2.5. Oh no, -2. Yeah, the Jets are -2.
Jets too. Well, that's crazy, huh?
You want the Jets -2? That means they got to win by a field goal.
Yeah, and they're getting a new field goal kicker today. They're trying a new field goal kicker out. Shit, well, I don't know. Wait, let me think about that one. I might stay away from that game.
All right.
I'm gonna take Cleveland though with the +1.
Cleveland +1. All right.
That's kind of stupid, but man, I don't know. Washington, I'm gonna take Washington -4.
Washington -4.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Rams -1.5 over Seattle.
Rams -1.5.
Two receivers back, man. I like that. I like the Rams with their two receivers.
They -1.5, right?
Huh?
Rams -1.5, right?
Yeah. And I'm gonna take Atlanta -3 over Dallas. They play at home. So.
Atlanta Falcons over Dallas. Wow.
Yeah. The next game, man. Damn, I'm undecided on that one right now. Son of a bitch. There's some tough matchups, man. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna take Minnesota -5.
Minnesota, the Vikings -5. Okay.
Because then they got the other quarterbacks back in there for Indianapolis. You know, they got what's his name? The one that was at home.
The Vikings on a 2-game losing streak right now.
know it. I don't think they're gonna lose 3 though. God damn, that's tough. They're at home, so maybe they'll. I don't know. It's a tough one, but Indy, well, Indy's 4-4, but Richardson's not in the game. That bench Richardson, all the other quarterbacks. So,
hey, is Derek Carr back?
Who?
Derek Carr.
Yeah, he's playing today. I mean, he's playing this weekend. Yeah.
That's why they -7. He's back. Okay.
Yeah, I know, man. I've been hearing it all week about the Saints, man. They think he's going to be the hero that's going to save the season for him, man. The son of a bitch was 2-4 before he got hurt. So what do you mean? He's going to save the season.
Yeah. I'm going to go with Dallas. I'm going to go with Dallas +3 over the Falcons.
All right. Dallas.
I'm gonna go with Washington -4, of course. I like the Rams over Seattle too. Rams -1.5.
Should have took Detroit with that +2.5. Shit, I mean the -2.5. Damn.
I'm gonna go with Chicago +1.5. The Bears +1.5. I think they bounce back.
Who they playing? Chicago? Or they playing Arizona?
Yeah, I think they bounce back. I don't like the Eagles -7.5. I don't like that. They might win, but I don't know if they're going to win by 7.5. And I'm going to go with Detroit -2.5. Even if Jordan Love is back, he's gonna be limited. His leg is all right. T.
Yeah, a groin injury, man. You know, to come back quick like that on a groin injury, sure.
Yeah, he ain't gonna better run the way he normally does.
Scramble the way he normally would. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the Vikings is going to win by 5. They playing against the Colts. Colts going with Joe Flacco, and that's another thing too. I didn't talk about that. AR-15. I don't know what's going on with this dude, but he might have just cost himself his career. He might have just cost himself his career. This man.
Talking about trading him.
Because he took himself out of the game because he said he was tired.
Yeah, he tapped himself out.
You're the quarterback. How you
bullshit? Who does that, man? Who does that?
Like he might have cost himself his career. Ain't nobody gonna buy it in you. You already injury prone, and now you taking yourself out of the game because you say you tired.
Yeah, I can't believe they're talking about cutting his ass now, man. They're trading him. Man.
I mean, they might, because I don't know how much of a value he's gonna get. He's a decent quarterback when he's healthy, but
he was supposed to be good, though, man. He was supposed to be good.
He athletic. He got to learn how to play quarterback. He a supreme athlete. He got to really learn how to play.
He's still young.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he need to be. I don't know. Maybe he need to get with a quarterback coach and learn how to play quarterback. But I don't know. That was a bizarre move. I've never seen that happen in the game.
He young. He went to college a year early, so he really.
He's young.
He came off the bench too first, and then he started he only played 1 year. He came off the bench early. I think like the first 2 games. Then they put him in. He only been playing quarterback like 2 years. Like that man was playing. He was playing safety and quarterback in high school type shit. But he really don't know how to play quarterback. Yeah, honestly, like he ain't the best quarterback that he go be yet.
Yeah, he's a good athlete, though. He's a damn good athlete, man. I just don't understand that part, what he did there, tapping out because he was tired. I think he was sending a message to his offensive line, man, trying to send a message to his line that he's got all that
think
running
he's,
back because they're not blocking for him.
Yeah. All right, T. We're gonna go ahead and go with your picks. You sitting in second place by yourself. I mean, well, you tied. I thought you was in second place by yourself, but you
You
tied.
said we're going with DraftKings spreads.
Huh?
You said we
Yeah,
going
we
with
DraftKings, yeah. Yep.
right.
Since
Let me
we
go to it then. Let me go and go to my jump.
yeah, we normally do our pool picks through DraftKings. We might as well go ahead and go with DraftKings in this joint because that's how I make my parlays by going through the picks that we pick.
I got some work to do now, man, for this shit. But
There go 5.
Let's see.
There go. Hey, dog. I'm a dog. Let me tell you how good this man Jaden Daniels is, dog. This man Jaden Daniels is so good. It had this nigga 5 talking good about Washington. That nigga was like, man, I can't even believe I'm saying this shit about fucking Washington. That nigga 5 was mad as shit. We were sitting there talking about the daggone game. He was like, man, I can't even believe I'm saying this shit about fucking Washington.
It was a good game too. I'm like, damn, you know what? Yeah.
Matter of fact, it had Knockout say the same shit last night. Knockout was like, man, fuck it. Yeah, y'all good. I'm ready for my push-up. That's how you know that.
And it's funny because it's coming from me, but it's like it's cool. But I'm not tripping. But I'm like, damn you, Dan Quinn. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm looking like. Damn you, Dan.
Yeah. Because I keep watching Washington's fucking game, man. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Give me the Browns over Chargers, D Freak.
You got Rams over Chargers. Over
Browns. Yeah, Browns.
Oh, the Browns over Chargers. You like Case of War. You going with the Browns too. +1. All right.
Give me the Detroit Lions over the Pats.
Yep, I went with them too. -2.5.
Yeah, my partners out taking care of some business, man. Finishing up
Commanders over Giants.
You got Washington over Giants?
Yeah.
All right, -4. Two more.
Trying to make them count, bub.
Yeah. Shit. I had to pick the Cowboys. I was like, they got the Cowboys as the underdog. I was like, nah, them dudes. I don't see the Falcons beating the Cowboys.
I'm thinking about that, right? But I don't like betting against the Falcons offense. They clicking a little bit, and the Cowboys got a good offense, but they ain't clicking just yet. You know what I mean?
The only thing I say is
Bland coming back.
All I say is Cowboys, all their wins is on the road. Although they lost to the 49ers last week, that's the 49ers. 49ers got the Cowboys number. But all of the Cowboys win came on the road. They lost every game at home. Every game except for last week
season.
Came
it's
at
been
home.
It's been rough.
Them boys is 3-4. And 3 of those losses came at home. They looking like Washington was looking a couple of years ago when we was losing all our games at home, and the only games we was winning was on the road.
God damn it, let's go be road warriors.
You need 2 more, T.
I know, man.
Let me see. Let me run them down for you. You got the game tonight. Jets -2 over Tennessee. Over Texans. You got the Patriots and Titans. Patriots +3.5. Titans -3.5. You got the Saints and the Panthers. Saints -7. Derek Carr is back. Saints is -7. You got the Bills and the Dolphins. The Dolphins +6. Bills -6. That might be a trap game. The Jets game might be a trap game too.
I'm thinking Bengals and Raiders, but they at 7. If they was at 6.5, I'd be all over it.
Yeah, that's a trap game too. Well, I think you know what? I think the Bengals win that game by 7. I think they might win by more.
That's what I'm saying. Like if it was 6.5, I'd be all over it.
Yeah, I think the problem with the Bengals is their defense. Their defense is their problem.
Essentially, there's 2 scores, right? 7 is 2 scores, right? So they need like a field goal.
Yeah, that's their problem. Their defense.
I don't really like going over a touchdown.
You got Chicago versus Arizona. Chicago's +1.5.
Right, that's a pick 'em. That's a pick 'em right there.
I took Chicago. I think Chicago gonna bounce.
I'm thinking right, yep, but it's a pick 'em. At the root of it, it's a pick 'em because Kyler Murray last can get out there and start running around that some bitch and I just start causing havoc.
Do some magic. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Just start causing havoc and shit. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't really like, but and they lose for me, but I don't. They be pulling, but they be getting nigga heart attacks. I tell you that. And do I trust Chicago Bears like that? Do I really trust the Chicago Bears like that? Do I really? I trust Kyler a little more than I trust the Bears. That's why I'm stay away from it.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got the Rams versus the Seahawks. Rams -1.5.
Stop running with that.
Yeah, that's a pick 'em, I think. Too. I'm leaning the Rams, right? But
You have to go to the fall festival.
Then you got the Vikings versus
you know what, D3? Give me the Rams. Give me the Rams.
Today?
Give me the Rams, bro.
Rams minus.
Yeah, the Rams.
So we gotta get my customer quick.
Then you got the Vikings versus the Colts. Vikings -5, Colts +5.
The Vikings should beat the shit out of them, but Joe Flacco coming back, he could play. They got wide receivers. I don't really just trust that. You know what I mean?
And then the Buccaneers versus the Chiefs. Buccaneers.
Joe Flacco with wide receivers is always dangerous.
Yeah, Buccaneers +8.5.
Yeah. So I need one more. I need one more. One more may be just over Texans tonight, man. It may be my spot right there. That might be my spot.
Well, I tell you my pick. I got the Jets beating the Texans. They
need it with you.
Yeah, they back is against the wall.
Yeah, they really is.
They gotta produce at least one win.
That's a field goal. That may be the spot right there. That's a field goal. I could, man, even if it's fucking, bro, if it's fucking, it could be 16-13 nigga. I just need a field goal.
I was gonna pick the Jets and I changed it to Minnesota. I took Minnesota instead of the Jets, but I was picking the Jets.
Yeah, that was my pick in the video I was gonna do or the live stream. That was my pick. I was picking the Jets over the Texans.
What's up?
I just don't like a team that just like Tampa Bay last week. Your team lose both your receivers. I don't expect you to win the game. I don't like that. You got your third, fourth, and fifth string playing starting roles. Nah.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is there are literally no excuses for the Jets this week.
Right.
None at all.
Really shouldn't be.
No excuses. None at all.
We're gonna find out some shit after tonight.
Yeah, I mean definitely. Yeah, so I just waiting on T's last pick, and then I'm gonna go to UG5, and then you, Marky Dad.
I guess give me the Jets, man.
Jets -2.5.
Why you saying like that,
man? Marky dog, I guess give me the Jets, bro. Because I didn't been here before. We all didn't been here before. We all didn't been here before, bro. The Jets find ways to lose, but they just find ways to lose, bro.
Yeah.
Find the most.
So why? But then, so why are you taking them?
Because it makes sense. Because it makes sense to take them, bro. That's why.
Yeah, it does make sense to take them.
The money's pouring on the Jets.
That
On the
sounds like
freaking-
some superstitions. That don't
No,
sound
I
like
put it this
logic.
way. I put it this way. If the Jets don't win tonight,
the numbers say take the Jets, but everything else telling me hell no.
No, if the Jets can't find a way to beat the Texans with no receivers, they're not winning another game this season.
Schematics, the numbers, everything say take the Jets, bro. But it's
they don't got Nico Collins.
No,
he don't come back.
No digs. They starting safeties hurt.
They got Tank Dell and Dalton Schultz still.
Both Schultz still there. Tank Dell there. But yeah, both safeties gone and the linebacker gone.
Good. No, the Nico Collins don't come back until November. Nico Collins don't come back until November 10th.
Linebacker been gone since
He still got a week and a half before he come back.
I mean, it's been a lot. It's been a lot of tonight, and what I'm about to say doesn't apply to tonight, but it's been a lot of trades for top wide receivers in the past 2 weeks. Excuse me, in the past week, Deontay Johnson just got traded.
Yes,
so I think the Texans they finna pick somebody up.
Nah, ain't nobody else to pick up.
You know, well, we might just not be thinking.
Garrett Wilson want to get out of New Jersey.
If the Saints season nosedive, are they gonna pay Chris Olave, or did they already pay Chris Olave?
The nigga over 100 yards every game. I want to
say nobody, man. I already found that out. They're not getting rid of nobody.
Yeah, the Saints not getting rid of nobody.
Yeah, now I think about it. The Saints, they hold on to they ain't letting
it ain't nobody. The only other top receiver that was on the board to be traded was Cooper Kupp, and they pulled him off the
shop. Yeah, he ain't going nowhere.
We're not trading him. He was the only other one, and they said
Vontae Adams and Garrett. We offered.
I'm trying to think. Let's see. Let's go. Well, anyways, go ahead with your
pick.
G5. Yeah.
Michael Thomas sitting at home, man, waiting for somebody to call him.
I shall go.
Mike Williams might get traded from New York. I heard from the Jets.
Yeah, Mike Williams, but he ain't a top receiver. He's a decent receiver, but he ain't a top receiver. Marky Dan, you go ahead. The G5 doing something right now with his kids. You go ahead, Marky.
Okay, you are on DraftKings, correct?
Yeah. I got you, G5. I got you.
Okay, give me one moment. NFL lines, DraftKings, but one thing for sure, lock me in for that Vikings over the Colts -5.5. I think they're gonna destroy them.
Yeah, Vikings Vikings -5.
Yeah. I want to take the Ravens -8, but I can't trust them after that bullshit from last week.
That's what I said. That's what I said.
Yeah, they did. I don't know if it's a culture thing. I don't know what that is, but they keep losing these games they keep losing these big leads. And this is some shit going back two years when Tua threw like 4 touchdowns in the fourth quarter to bring back Miami. I can't take them. Let me see. I'm gonna take what's my name? I'm gonna take the Falcons -3 against Dallas.
Yo, that's I took the Dallas. I know Dallas are going to bounce back. Falcons
the only reason why I might take Dallas in that game is because they score a lot of garbage time points, and that's really it. Being honest, but moving on. Goddamn, I pressed something. The fuck?
We hear you.
No, but I pressed something on the draft game. Okay, it's back. Let me see. I'm gonna take the Chargers -1 against the Browns.
You the first one that took the Chargers.
Yeah, I think they got a pretty solid team. And I don't think Jameis is gonna get one over on Harbaugh. I'm gonna take my Birds against the Jags. That's a body.
Birds -7.5.
Yes, sir. See, I'm for sure taking them Chiefs to -8.5 against the Buccaneers.
You taking Chiefs -8.5?
Yeah, because Baker don't got nobody to throw to, right? Mike Evans is still out, and so is Chris Godwin. He out for the season.
Yeah,
They
they found a
just
way to
got
keep it.
trounced in their last
They
two
found the way
games.
to. They found the way to keep it competitive for a second.
They out, but Kansas City just ain't putting up. They're just not.
Yeah,
I don't understand. They're not putting up the points that they should be putting up.
Tampa Bay defense. Tampa Bay defense is kind of stingy.
That's what I'm about to say. That's the problem that I had with that 8.5 is the fact that the Chiefs ain't been putting up no points like that.
That's my damn.
Did D Hop play last Sunday?
Yeah, he did all right. He did all right.
Yep, he played.
Okay, but that to me that has more. I'm picking the 8.5. That has more to do with the Buccaneers and their team than it does with the Chiefs. Well, actually, no, it does have to do with the Chiefs. 'Cause I think they're a dominant football team on defense. I think their offense is going to do enough. I think they could beat them by 10 or something like that.
The offense is going to do enough to win. I just don't know if it's going to be by 8.5 though. They definitely
Tampa Bay and
I can see
Falcons.
it being like 10.
Tampa Bay and Falcons
But,
last week 31-26. 31-26.
But that's the Falcons though. They got
Chiefs in Vegas.
they have an offense.
Chiefs in Vegas 27-20. Chiefs in Vegas 27-20.
The Chiefs ain't beat nobody by 8.5.
No, that's what I said. I don't know. I think the Chiefs. I definitely think the Chiefs is going to win. I just don't know. Then again,
it very well could happen. It very well could happen.
Then again, this could be a trap game because they are undefeated. This could be a trap game.
I just didn't want to take, both those teams score points, right? So I just didn't want to be like, why would I? You know what I mean? They both will probably get in the 20s or close to it.
This could very well be a trap game. I think this could be that game that the Chiefs just have everything go wrong.
They take advantage of Tampa Bay. They think they're gonna overlook Tampa Bay because the receivers are all hurt and Tampa Bay's gonna beat their ass.
Yeah, it could be a trap game though, because they undefeated. They bound to lose. They bound to lose. So this could be a trap game.
How many picks was that? I had 3 or 4 picks.
Huh?
How many picks was that?
5. Minnesota, Atlanta, Chargers, Philly, Kansas City. That's what you picked.
Yeah, you done.
Oh, okay. All right, now I'm good. All right.
Yeah, I'm just waiting. I'm waiting on G5. He's doing something with his kids. I'm just waiting for him. But yeah, I like the Kansas City game. I don't like it because they ain't been putting up points like that. Even though Tampa Bay don't have any receivers right now, Kansas City just haven't been putting up points. Because I mean, Tampa Bay still was able to score points, even though they didn't have neither one of their receivers last week. They
only beat it by 5 points, 26-31.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They were still able to put up points. They just ain't had no receivers, but they couldn't win. They couldn't go to the go-to guys. They ain't had no go-to guy to go to down the stretch. But I don't like that 8.5. I don't even like the 7.5 for the Eagles because the Jaguars, if they get on a roll, they could put up points.
They put up 27 against the Packers last week too.
Yeah, if they get on a roll, they can put up points. It's just a matter of what version of the Jaguars you're going to get. Is this going to be the Jaguars that we saw in London, or is this going to be the Jaguars we saw last week?
I think it's going to be the Jaguars we've seen all season.
Yeah, I just don't like. And then Eagles do have those moments where they go out there and they lay an egg. They finally decide to drop the hatch. I mean, to lay that daggone egg that they've been holding on to. The Eagles will lay an egg. They are birds.
Hey, Jalen Hurts had a good game last week.
They are birds. They will lay an egg.
Yeah, we're gonna lay an egg right on them. That's what's gonna happen.
Yeah, they will take a ish.
Oh, the Cowboys are still alive? The Cowboy fans are still breathing?
Hey, man, you better get on with all that. With injuries and all, we ain't even the worst team in the NFL. I ain't worrying about you.
I picked the Cowboys.
Yeah, y'all ain't too impressive looking either. But hey, that's what.
I love you, G5. Yeah, you ain't wrong. We in the
Oh
same.
yeah. I'm still here. I'm here. I ain't going nowhere. I'm on Cowboys fan. You ain't gonna get rid of me. You can do all your talking. I gotta clap down for everything. Hey, give me give me the lines, Sprizzle. Give me the lines.
Okay, tomorrow we going to Jammers.
Okay. Give me the lines. Give me the Commanders.
Lions, Commanders.
He's a lion.
What's the spread for the Falcons Cowboys?
3. Cowboys +3.
Give me. We're going off DK, right?
Y'all playing in LA. I mean, in ATL.
No, we going off the draft king, right? Green room, like last week.
Yeah, draft king.
All right. Is Drake May playing?
Yeah.
Give me the Patriots.
Patriots?
Drake May play?
I don't have a bad door.
Yeah.
New England at +3.5.
Drake May play? Hold
on. Let me go double check.
Yeah, I'm sure for check. I ain't know that.
I ain't been on not one of them.
I was thinking he wasn't playing.
Trash.
But now, if he playing, they gonna kick our ass for sure.
Yeah, buddy. He can play.
Don't say that
Drake
shit.
can play.
Nah. I want my team to do bad this year. I want so we can get rid of Will Levis. But it's so many quarterbacks coming out this year. We got to get somebody, bro. Hell no.
Y'all gonna get one.
I'm okay.
Somebody getting got.
I'm okay with my team being bad this year. I'm okay because we need a QB, bro.
You want to draft? So you all want to draft Jackson Dart next year?
A QB. Hey, bro. Honestly, bro, if we end up getting Jackson Dart in the second or third round, I'm cool with that. But we need somebody other than Will Levis. Anybody other than bro. We need somebody.
My boy was just in all them motherfucking what was it? He was doing some Geico commercial or some bullshit. I thought he was
give me the Bills. Yeah, I'm taking the Bills.
Yeah, he practiced limited. Yep, he limited practice Thursday. Continue.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He playing.
But I'll take the Lions. I'll take the Bills. Give me the Patriots. That's 3.
You got Washington too.
Washington at 4. I need one more.
Yep. Well, for a good confirmation, I took Dallas +3. I think Dallas is going to win by a field goal. I think Dallas is going to win it outright. Period.
Man, I'm my team got me. I don't know what version, so I just stay away.
Browns to the Patriots if he get cleared.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep him right now. If I need to switch it, I'll do that. Shoot, but the next day, so I see what it look like. The last one I'm gonna go with. What's the Ravens and Broncos spread?
It's 8. Ravens -8 once again.
Bengals and Raiders. What is 7 touchdown?
7.
They ain't got nobody really to go with mine.
Did you do your DK? And Bears in Arizona is minus. Bears is +1.5. Arizona -1.5.
+1.5. Let's see. Marvin Harrison, everybody playing.
Marvin Harrison, he had a good game last week.
Hold on.
You there, Fro?
Oh,
My bad. Who was the last team you picked?
All right, last one I'm gonna go with, man. I'm gonna go with Honda's kind of that's a 50-50 game. But
who you taking?
man, I go with the. I didn't say nothing about no Houston. I was talking about the Cardinals and the Bears. I'm debating which one I'm gonna. I was thinking about one of those. And the Bengals, man, I'm sorry, the Bengals, they gotta get a win. They gonna kick what's the name ass Raiders. But they playing at in Cincinnati.
You going
Yeah,
with
they played in
Cincinnati?
Cincinnati. Last week they got their ass tore up by Philly in Cincinnati.
Yeah, I mean that's Philly. The Raiders are not the Eagles.
Philly though.
Raiders,
Yeah,
man, they
that's
only
Philly.
lost 1-7 to the Chiefs, man, last week too.
Now I was telling folks, man, Philly was struggling a little bit. They whole team wasn't even always there just yet. They was still like,
Yeah, I'm like that's Philly. They got Aiden O'Connell and Jacoby Myers is your number one receiver in Las Vegas. I ain't saying they no bad players, but
Yeah,
shout out
last
to
week
Kobe
we had
Myers.
all
come on, man.
Motherfucking way. But yeah, he go number one.
Come on, man.
It's tough. He go number one.
Yeah, yeah. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, nah, I'm gonna take the Bengals, man. They can win by a touchdown.
Bengals
Yeah,
minus.
they got Jamar Chase now. Yeah, I trust that them weapons.
All right, I got you. Lions minus 2.5. Washington minus 4. Patriots plus 3.5. Bills minus 6 and Bengals minus 7.
Oh, Bills minus 6. I looked at the wrong one. Let's go look. Where they at?
Yeah, Bills
Oh yeah, I'm
minus
keeping.
6.
Yeah. They can win by a touchdown. Yeah, I'm keeping that. Ain't that? No, we good.
All right. So yeah, we are all set. I get Coach Joe's at 88. I guess later on before Sunday. And Thomas, I probably get Thomas Friday. I think he's gonna do a show tomorrow. So I'll get him tomorrow. Yeah, I always get Thomas picks. And I'll let you know who he picked, Kate. So you can have it. But yeah. So we got it's some good games this week. I just need Washington. Washington wins. If Washington wins tomorrow, wins Sunday, and we start off 7-2. This will be the first time that Washington been 7-2 since 1996.
I think y'all gonna get the Giants, man.
Yeah, this will be the first time we've been 7-2 since 1996.
I can beat them earlier this year anyway, didn't y'all?
Yeah, we beat them. We beat them by all field goals. That was before Jaden Daniels started getting into his groove. Yeah, that was before he started getting into his groove. We beat them with all field goals. They scored 2 touchdowns. We scored 7 field goals.
Jaden Daniels playing a little different now, though. He ain't playing like that no more.
No, he's playing a lot different now.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down. We're gonna go over to T when he saw his live and call this game for the night. Y'all check. T, you do your lineup for DraftKings pool.
That's what I'm over here doing now, man. I'm trying to think how I want to play it.
I gotta get ready for my basketball game tonight. Yeah, okay,
I'm probably gonna make a couple changes. Maybe like probably make a couple, but yeah. I'm trying to see if I go pull the trigger with the Jets in the DK pool.
Yeah,
that's what I'm trying to see. Tony Pollard didn't practice on him. Tony did not practice. I don't like that.
Yeah, I need.
Chargers ain't got no receivers either. That I think about now, I'm gonna keep my pick the same. Nah, that's why I picked it. Now I know why I picked. Yeah, I remember now because they received all their receivers hurt too. Their lead receiver was Densley last week, and he questioned. I know because he on my team.
Yeah.
Yeah, they receivers hurt too. The Chargers. Yeah. So I'm gonna keep the Browns over the Chargers. The defense and the Chargers. My other 50-50 is Rams and Seahawks.
Mommy said we all can fill out the bucket that we want. I have purple.
Rams look good last week. The Seahawks just look like a 500 team every year. They ain't no shot. Now, they don't be looking great. They don't be looking bad. They just be looking like this.
We got this.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
That ugly dance.
Yep. So I appreciate everybody for coming through. I'm gonna go ahead and shut the joint down. We're gonna get ready for Thursday night football.
I'm taking Rams.
Appreciate all my brothers for coming up.
I ain't gonna switch. I'm taking Rams. I ain't switch. That's it. I'm riding with
All
it.
right. Peace,
All right, y'all.
All right,
I'll
Pat.
see y'all over on T's channel. It's your boy D Free, NFL matchups. We out.
It's not a secret, but it is a journey and a process. And so as we're going, when he's ready, we'll know. And when he's ready, he'll also know.